Hey everyone, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review while sitting in my car on my phone. So today I went and saw Our Kind of Traitor. This is this movie stars Ewan McGregor, Naomi Harris, Stellan Skarsgård, and Damian Lewis. And it is sort of a political thriller where a Russian gangster, a money launderer, asks. It's mainly Ewan McGregor's character. Stellan Skarsgård is the gangster. I don't know. Did I say that? I don't know. I'm tired. This was movie. Anyway, I haven't gotten to the review part yet, but I'm describing what this movie is. The Russian gangster, Skarsgård, asks Ewan McGregor's character and his wife, Naomi Harris's character, to help him give information to an MI6 agent, to MI6, the main MI6 agent being Damian Lewis, and he wants to get his family to safety, and he's the traitor, I guess. He's sort of betraying um, the Russian, basically the Russian mafia in Russia. Sorry, I'm just really out of it. I didn't get much sleep last night, and this didn't help because this movie was let me just start by saying this. I haven't seen nothing for this going in. I hadn't seen any trailers or anything, and I kind of saw it in the theater, just popped up. I was hoping it's one of those good ones that you don't really hear about, but you go in and see it, and it's quite good because there's been several of those. But this one takes the other path. There've also been a few of these where you haven't heard of it, you go and see it, and it's not good. And that's what this was. It's a political thriller that I haven't seen like political thrillers before I started doing this. Wasn't my, just thrillers in general probably wasn't my huge thing. I largely would maybe see like the good ones. I'd see the pretty good ones that probably after they were out in theaters for a while, and then I probably saw them in a home video or something. But so I don't have experience with them, but this felt very tropey, and I didn't realize there were tropes so much in these thrillers because there's several bits where it's like I've seen this before. I've definitely seen this, and it's just not done well. There's not an atmosphere. It tries to be really tense at times when it just you don't feel it. You don't feel the tense, even though it plays the dramatic music and it does like the close-up shots and the zooms and all that stuff, the dramatic shots, and it just does it in a way that just does not work. I think it fails with like dialogue and characters and directing, and the acting's pretty bad. I mean, for these people who can act, I've seen them act before. Well, it's pretty bad. I'd say the best person in it probably was Damian Lewis, and I mean Naomi Harris's character. She didn't have much to do really. She almost didn't need to exist in this movie. Um, I mean, they started out with having her do stuff, but then she just kind of dropped away and it didn't matter anymore. So I almost don't. I guess it's just one. Otherwise, it's just all guys. And then two, they're all white dudes other than her. So it's kind of like maybe that's why, because they just it was yeah, they didn't give her anything to work with. This whole movie didn't make. There's a lot of dialogue that didn't make sense at points. There's a lot of things that just didn't make sense. There's a lot that I will say this though, in terms of the plot, there are some bits where I'm going to give it a little leeway because I was trying so hard just to stay awake during this that I may have missed some things. I believe I did. But that being said, there's a reason I was having trouble staying awake during this thing, and it's because it's not so much the story itself, because I guess there's a good story in there, but it's more that it just was done so poorly. It didn't grab me in any way. I didn't care about the characters. It didn't ramp up. It didn't do any of these things particularly well. So I can't. Yeah, that's just why this was not a good movie. It just does such a poor job of being a thriller, other than just trying to throw all the things you've seen before in thrillers at you. Because I've seen several of these things as plot points for other movies. As I don't know. I thought it was weird because like something happens in this, and I was like, oh, is that the point of this movie? Because I've seen this movie before. If that is the entire plot of this movie, and then it changes again, but it uses like little bits from what is a main plot for other thrillers, I feel like. Um, but it's predictable. I guess the ending early on, it's yeah, it's not great. It's just not good. It's underwhelming. If like thrillers is your big thing and you really like thrillers, fine. It's not the terrible. It's not completely terrible, but it's not a good movie. So if thrillers is just your thing, maybe wait for it to come out on video on demand or whatever your video service is, whatever you like to watch after movie theaters. Maybe do that because I can't recommend seeing it in theaters unless you just see all the thrillers in theaters because this is probably going to be the worst of the year. But yeah, so that is my review. Thank you everyone for watching. What else do I have coming up here? So we also have Secret Life of Pets coming up. I'm going to see that with my mom and a friend of mine coming up here on Monday. So that's tomorrow for my time. Um, so I'll get that up as soon as possible. And I will try to remember to look up what movies are coming out this week. I guess it's this week now. Um, so that I can tell you what they are. Sorry, I'm so tired. What else? I'll just do the plugs, I guess. You can subscribe to this channel for more reviews such as this. Some of them I'm not so sleepy, so that's always good. But yeah, so check those out. You can also find we have trailer reactions here for geeky movies, TV shows, video games, comic books that we do. Myself and a couple friends. We also do have a podcast called Geek Wars Podcast. You can find it on your favorite podcatcher. We talk about all the geeky news that comes out each week. And I've on there also started a podcast about Big Brother specifically, but it's called Reality Geek. Um, what else do we have? Oh gosh, my brain. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Daclus. Spelling is in the title of the video. I made it through this. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, I need some sleep. Bye.